There is a strange feeling many people share today. Not confusion, not ignorance, but something quieter, heavier. It is a feeling of knowing something is wrong while being told again and again that everything is lawful. This podcast is not about corruption. Corruption is loud, corruption leaves fingerprints. This is about something else. This is about epistemic rust. Epistemic is a real word. It comes from the Greek epistēmē, knowledge. Epistemic refers to how truth is known, how evidence is recognized, who get to decide what counts as knowledge. So when we talk about epistemic rust, we are not talking about missing facts. We are talking about a system where evidence exists. Harm is visible, intuition is clear, but truth cannot move. The pipes are still there, the water is still there, but the flow is corroded. Rust is dangerous because it looks harmless. The system still run, courts still operate, judges still rule, lawyers still argue. Everything appears functional. But rust weakens from the inside. Epistemic rust doesn't destroy law, it hollows it. The law still speaks, but it no longer listens. The law still acts, but it no longer sees. And the public senses instinctively. That's why people say this makes no sense, because common sense is epistemic. Modern justice system increasingly prioritize procedure over substance, risk avoidance over clarity, institutional safety over moral resolution. The system learns a new language. We can't comment. That's under review. There is no admissible evidence. We followed protocol. None of these statements are lies, and that's the problem. When the truth is buried without lying, people lose the ability to challenge it. Epistemic rust is not censorship. It is permission structures that prevent truth from being actionable. Here's the quiet violence of epistemic rust. If you are powerful, complexity protects you. If you are ordinary, complexity crushes you. The public is told you don't understand the law. This is too complex. Trust the process. But a system that cannot explain itself in plain language has already lost legitimacy. When law stops aligning with common sense, people don't become ignorant. They become alienated. That alienation feels like bullying because it is asymmetrical, opaque, unanswerable. One of the most dangerous ideas today is this. If there is no legal usable evidence, then there is no truth. That is false. Evidence can exist while being procedurally neutralized, indefinitely delayed, strategically fragmented, declared inadmissible. When evidence exists but cannot function, justice becomes a performance, and people feel it. That's why trust collapses even when institutions insist that they are right. Let's be clear. Calling this out is not anti-law. It is pro-law with memory. Law was never meant to defeat truth. It was meant to serve it. When law forgets that, it doesn't create order. It creates resignation. A society can survive corruption. It cannot survive meaninglessness. Epistemic rust is slow, silent, legal, polite, but it is deadly. A justice system that knows but cannot speak, that sees but cannot act, that functions but does not resolve, will eventually lose obedience, not because people are evil, but because truth has nowhere to go. This is not a call for rage, it is a call for repair. Because when truth cannot move, freedom doesn't disappear overnight, it oxidizes. A system can be lawful and still unjust. That's epistemic rust.